under the palm trees in the California sun. Sand underneath our feet, the morning's just begun.
Hello again and welcome back to Castlerigg Farm. You join us today having done, if I'll just stop here, having done the slurry spreading the last couple of days. Having done the silage collecting, over the last couple of days, with Craig from Barton's helping us out on the forager and carting and stuff. And there we go, there is the bunker all sheeted up. So that was done yesterday. Yeah, we're just waiting for that to ferment now. So decent amount there, you can see 328,000 litres off those 3 fields that were cut, so that's very good. Certainly hold us over for this next year, given where we're at with cows and calves and the numbers, etc. Cows are all good, still out at the moment, nothing to report there, not milking just yet, but expecting that very soon. So yeah, so today we've got a bit of a slurry spreading to do, given that we've just cut all those fields. We need to get a nice layer of slurry on and get them ready for another cut. So that's what we're going to be doing first. I'll just turn this tractor off, and because I did say at the during the other video I was going to talk you through some plans I had for the farm, and I completely forgot in the end. So I thought I'll give you a walk round and show you what I'm thinking and what we're going to do. So as we've only got a small herd at the moment, so if I walk down to the field, show you the cows. At the moment, we've got 25 heifers. You can see there as well, it's a month until they calve. So a relatively small herd at the moment. We want to grow that to, I think, ideally we want to be getting that up to about 100, 150, maybe even 200 at a push. We'll see. But yeah, so our feeding needs at the moment aren't that great, but as we get more and more animals, we're going to need obviously more silage in the winter and probably more pasture land. So we've got to think about where we're going to put in extra pastures. So that'll be something to do probably for next year. So maybe have a look at that over the winter. We can plan that out. But other than that, at the moment we should be okay with just this L-shaped field at the moment. So I noticed the other day the sheds, which are a few years old now, there was a couple of bits and pieces that were starting to, a bit of wear and tear showing, a couple of leaks when it was raining. So I need to get these I don't really know what the word is, but re-shelled almost, so re-skinned, if you will. It's basically corrugated kind of steel on the outside of a steel frame. We've just got to replace some of that sheeting. Just to make sure that's all sorted. It's not been done for a few years, so it'd be good to get a newer sort of sheet on those sheds. So that's something we're going to try and look at probably before the end of summer, so it's ready for when the cows go in this winter. So that's the first thing we need to do. As we come round here, this clamp at the moment is sufficient for this smaller herd. We'll just go off this one lot of grass silage. However, as that herd starts to grow, we're going to be wanting to produce more feed, basically. So the idea will be we'll put another bunker in here and build a big covered silage shed. So we'll have 2 clamps next to each other and one big cover over the top. Get rid of this thing, take it down. I might be able to save this bunker and just get something down there. I don't know, but we'll look at that when the time comes. Now, that is probably something we'll look at potentially over the winter. We might not need it next year because of the herd size, but it would be good to have it ready for just in case. So that's something we're going to look at over the course of winter, and we'll see where we get to with that. Then this shed and sort of grain silo situation we've got going on here, this is okay at the moment. However, I do think it would be good to get a better storage option. I want to put a slightly bigger shed in here, which makes use of the space a bit more, I think. We'll have a look at it. So I kind of want something where I've got something for implements and to keep them under cover, out of the rain, in the winter and something for vehicles as well. It sort of works at the moment, but I just think it could probably be better. So that needs looking at. And then when we do that, I want the front sort of coming out this way, and then we'll move these grain silos. We'll take these down, and we'll probably build something similar grain silo wise round the back in this area, because this will then be a much more of a normal kind of yard area really, and we'll have the grain silo bins just round the back here, I think. And then over here I need to sort of trim back some of this hedge. So you can see here, this is obviously part of you know, the generations before us were farming here. This was a very small kind of dairy yard, and over the years it's been moved, but this bit's been forgotten about, and these bits have just been left to get a bit overgrown really. Now I'm not suggesting we use these, they're a bit small really these days, but I'd quite like to potentially clear out some of this area here, and I'm thinking I might put like a hay barn in somewhere around here, out the way, so all of our hay storage, we can get it out this shed, which we could then use for purely for vehicles, implements, you know, servicing needs, and we can get our hay stored somewhere over here out the way. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure where yet, and again, that's probably going to be something I'm thinking about over, you know, probably over the course of the winter coming, so it's ready for next season. Now I know this is going to cost a lot. We don't have a lot of money. What I'm banking on is we're going to start milk production soon. That's going to be coming in, making us a bit more money. And also, we're going to try and do some of the work ourselves. We're not going to get in, you know, builders to do some of it. I'm hoping that we can do a lot of it ourselves, but we'll give it a go and see how we get to. So, yeah, and if we have to get a loan, we have to get a loan, and that's what we'll do. But let's just wait and see. So that's the first bits, I think, in terms of kind of farm expansion, but, you know, it's something that needs doing. I think it'll be a better use of the space we've got. I'm happy with the calving sheds at the moment. I think once we've had calves in them and potentially up towards heifer age and things, you know, we'll see, are they any good, or do we need to move them around? But, you know, at the moment, they seem fine. Now, I was speaking to my wife about this the other day as well, and she's actually mentioned another income stream for us on the farm could be a sort of caravan or camping site. We've done a lot of that in the past, previously in Wales and things, and, you know, a lot of people come up to the Lake District on holidays and things, so yeah, why not? And I'm potentially thinking of opening this field here. It's a smaller field. At the moment I use it for hay. I don't get many bales off it. So we could cut this back, perhaps put something in here, just a couple of pitches for a couple of caravans around the edge, and maybe some tent pitches over there. And it's just another source of income coming in all the time. Trying to think how we can kind of, you know, diversify what we've got to offer. And I mean, I have a grand plan. You know, I'd maybe like to open our own dairy, produce our own cheese, but, you know, I think that's something for the future. Let's just see where we get to. But I do think that could be something, if we can get that sorted, relatively easy to set up in terms of what we need to do infrastructure-wise, but that's a decent source of income. And where we are, you can see there's mountains around, you know, within easy access pretty much all the way around. You know, it's an ideal base to come here and do a walking holiday, especially, you know, camper vans, much more popular these days. There's a lot of them about, so yeah, could be a thing we could look at. And if we do, that'll be something we look at over winter. I need to get the sheds and things built first, get the farm sorted, and if, you know, depending on how much money we've got left over, and once I've costed it all, you know, then we'll look into doing that maybe next year, perhaps spring next year, or the next following winter, ready for the next camping sort of spring, summer season. But anyway, there you go. That's the plan so far at the moment. That's not taking into account, you know, when we need to replace machinery as it breaks and things. I mean, I noticed the other day the scraper tractor, you know, the old, I think it's the 260 down here, that is starting to get onto its last legs. I mean, it still runs, it still works at the moment, but, and we can keep it going, but how long is that going to be for? You know, when's it going to become to the point where, you know, we just replace it because it's going to be easier? Not there yet, but it's stuff like that. We have to consider all of that. I mean, we've got a lot of old gear here. We can try and keep it going as much as we can, but at some point, looking at the used market, depending on what comes up. If there's any deals, we may need to think about that. So yeah, so hopefully, you'll stick around to see some of that. But for now, let's go and get some of this slurry spreading done. Oh, it's midday. There you go. Got the old church bell somewhere down in the village. So yeah, let's go and get some of this slurry spread, and you can watch a couple of videos of that. I'll see you when we're done. Okay, so there we go. That's the first field done. Let's get cracking on with the others. Okay, so that's 2 fields done now. All good. 2:30 in the afternoon, so we're making good progress. And we've got the one big field down the road, so do need to stop and get some lunch. So we'll just fill up the tanker, and then I'll leave it round here in the yard and go and get something to eat, I think. We'll leave it there. Hello everybody and welcome back. I've had some lunch. It was very, very nice. And it is a lovely afternoon. And I was looking at the weather forecast before. I'll just show you. It looks like we probably made the right decision to get these fields spread today because there you go, May the 6th there. It looks like we're going to get rain tomorrow. So the fact we've got Slurry out tonight and today, sorry, is even better because that will really bed in with that rain on the ground tomorrow. And just as I was finishing off, Mr. Craig turned up and asked me if he could help us out with that last field. So he's come down with his slurry spreader, just to help us out. Hello again, mate.
Hello again.
How are we?
I am doing very well. Cannot complain.
Very
Got
good.
the big high-spec slurry spreader down. Just picked this up. It's very nice.
It is very nice. It is very nice. Yeah, it's not very dirty yet, is it?
It's not very dirty at all, no. As I said, I just picked it up. This will be the first time that it's getting used since I purchased it, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice. Well, we're going to go and do that other field that we cut and foraged yesterday. So, I'll lead the way. And we'll go from there. So... Hello, Craig. Just checking my radio works. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. Right. Ooh. I'll tell you what I might do just before we set off. I'm just checking my fuel gauge. I'm down to a quarter, so I'm just going to top that up before we set off. So I'll just pull around the corner. I don't know if you want to head down there now before me. That's fine. I can meet you down. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll start heading a bit down there, because I've still got half a tank of fuel and everything, so I'm good there.
Perfect. I'll try and get out of the way here. See if I move over here. Can you get through there?
Fingers crossed. Yes, I can.
Nicely done. Right, I'll catch you soon, mate.
I will see you down there.
So Craig's away off there. We will get some fuel in this and we'll meet him down at the field. Perfect. Right, let's get going and meet Craig down there. So yeah, the old Ford 8210. And this is definitely one of my, well, it is without doubt my favourite Ford tractor. That is absolutely right. I mean, they just look amazing. They're absolutely class. You know, the TW is a great tractor, nice and beefy. But there's something about this tractor. It just looks awesome. I do love this 8210. It is managing this slurry tanker okay. I mean, there's 10,000 litres in the on the back, so it's a heavy old load. You can feel it though. You can feel the weight as it's pulling it, and it possibly a bit light on the front. But if we go easy enough, we should be okay. But where you do feel it is when you're coming up to junctions like that, down hills, on the brakes. It really does not want to slow down with the amount of weight on the back. But there we go. Right. I will see you down at the field. Okay, so just had a quick chat with Craig there. We've got a bit of a plan of attack. I'm going to start on the headland here and work my way around, and you guys can follow me. I've tried to get the drone into follow me mode, so when you've watched some of this footage earlier on, the drone is currently sort of positioned halfway back behind the tractor, so you should have a nice little view from the air of me doing the field. But yeah, I'm going to do the headland, and then I'll get Craig on the radio again in a minute, and we'll discuss the plan of attack for the roads and stuff. So we will give this a go. Let's go and check the pump. We are all good. Right then. Can you hear me, mate?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. I've just completed a headland there, and I am now at 9% left of my tanker, mate. So I'm gonna head back and get another load of slurry in. Did you want to just do another headland, sort of working around where I've done, and then by the time I'm back, you should be done. We can see where we're at in terms of how much you've got in slurry and make a plan for the rows. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds like a decent plan to me. Yep, I can do that. We'll do one more headland and then see how we get on after that.
Perfect. Right, mate, I will leave it with you, and I will be back as fast as I can, mate. One thing I actually thought about before was I can show you guys the little back sort of track that leads us up to the farm just through here. Remember when I gave you the tour of the fields, we sort of came down this path very briefly, but basically this comes around the back of our crop fields here, around here. We follow it along, and then there should be along here a little turning left, and we go up the hill towards the farm. Yeah, here we go. Leads us past the hay meadow, just on the left there, which is actually looking pretty good, to be fair. Nice bit of grass in there, and then there you go, there's the cows and the farm just ahead, so perfect for while we're doing a bit of carting of slurry. Do it in a nice circuit there, really. Right, let's get this round. Tell you what though, it is a lovely spring evening. You can't go wrong when the weather's like this. There we go. Yeah, that high spec of Craig's is a lovely tanker. Something for us to work towards perhaps in the future, something slightly bigger, but again, you know, we've got to think about the room on the farm and where we put it, but that's why we have him as a contractor as well. Useful. Anyway, let's get back to that field and give him a hand. There you go, Craig fella. Just to let you know, I'm about 2 minutes away from the field, but if that, to be fair, I'll be pulling in any minute now, so yeah, hopefully I wasn't too long there for you.
No, all good. That is all the headlands done. I've went around and done sort of weirder kind of shapes, so it should just be basically a square now left in the middle to do.
Perfect. How much slurry have you got left?
I am sitting at 51%, so just over 8,000 litres, so halfway.
Cool. Do you want to just carry on with that 50% and then head back when you're empty then?
Sounds like a plan to me. It's up to yourself if you want me to continue where I am and start doing those here and you go to the other side, or vice versa.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself, to be fair. If you start there, I'll jump back over the other side, we'll go up and down and hopefully meet in the middle.
fingers crossed. It shouldn't take it. The high spec one's doing pretty well, I have to say. It did a whole headland plus a wee bit more. I only used half a tank, so fingers crossed. I shouldn't need to go back and fill up, but oh well if I do.
Yeah, no worries. Well, we'll see how we get on and go from there. Just jump on the blower if you need to head back to the farm and let me know.
I will do.
Right, let's get the drone up and see if we can get a nice bit of aerial footage again, and hopefully we can get Craig in some of the shots too. And I'll speak to you guys in a bit.
So far from home, free but ready to flee from this all. Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own. You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. 'Cause I must be strong, 'cause this might go on for long. 'Cause I was wrong, and he's always there for you.
Are you there?
Yes, mate. Go ahead.
Right, I am going to run out of slurry probably after this roll. I might not even get this roll done, I don't think, actually.
It's always the way, isn't it? Yeah, it's always the way, that.
Yep, and she literally ran out as I finished that roll. I'm on 0.
I mean, at least you got the road done. No problem. Well, if you head back to the farm, mate, and if you go through this gate here, near the store, just as you go over the zebra crossing, you should see on your right a little track. If you turn right down that and follow it sort of round, you'll end up going on a backtrack that brings you up pretty much adjacent to the slurry tank, and you can do it in a big circuit rather than driving all the way back to the farm.
Thank you very much. I will be back down. How much have you got left in your tanker?
So I'm currently 4,000, yeah, just shy of 4,000 litres. I'm only at 36%, so I won't be long before I'm heading back myself, to be fair. In fairness, you might end up finishing it off once you've got your next load.
That's not a problem with me. I was just thinking that once you're empty by the time I come back, it'll probably just be me that's finishing this off for you, and then I can let you head back to your farm.
Perfect. Cheers, buddy. Hello again, guys. So I have literally just run out of slurry in my spreader there. Craig went back to the farm not long ago. You probably heard me talking to him on the radio. So he's gone to go and get one, and I think he's probably going to end up finishing this field on his own for us, because there's only one little strip left. But at least it's done, which is good. It does make the job a hell of a lot quicker when there's two of you doing it as well. Come on forward, get through. Might have to look at moving that gate, I think. Too much mud there. See if we can reposition it at some point throughout the summer. Anyway, let's get back. And here we are back again. So there's about 40,000 litres of slurry left in the tank there, so still a fair bit. Not loads. Perfect. But at least we've got those main big fields done before the rain comes, which is good. So I think once Craig is done, he's probably going to head back up to the farm here, and then we can have a chat with him about next steps and payment and things for him, and yeah. Hello, Stu speaking.
Hello, mate, it's Craig.
You alright?
That is me done on the field. By the looks of things, you only had a couple of strips left, so this slurry spreader of mine has still got about 13,500 litres in it, about 86% full, so I'm just coming up your driveway now. It's up to yourself if you want to keep it in this tanker for another time.
Yeah, perfect, mate. I mean, I was going to say, if you want, you're welcome to keep it, take it back to your farm, use it on your own fields if you like, or we can always get it back into the tank here, but, you know, depending on what you've got at your farm, if you're going to need some slurry soon, then you're welcome to it. You know, grateful for you helping us out. I know I'm going to pay you, but perks of the job, innit? You get a bit of poo for free. How about that?
Yeah. I'm just coming to the driveway now, so I'll tell you what, I'll offload it back into the tank, so you've got it there for you, and then if need be, I can come and get it again.
Perfect. Cool, no problem. I'll make my way over, I'll meet you there, because I might have to wave you in, because it might be a bit tight now, because I've got my stuff there. My tank has been dropped off back where it was. But we should be able to get you in, I think.
Right, no worries, I'll be literally there in about 30 seconds.
No probs. See you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Yeah, Craig, I was just thinking, do you fancy a pint? We'll have a chat in the pub.
Aye, why not? We can do that. I'm game for that.
Cracking. Alright, well, I'll meet you down there in a wee while.
No worries.
Belting. Great, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, well, we're on 6:30, so ideal, we can just get a bit of scran. Right. 1 glass of wine.
Lovely.
It was just whatever they had on. I said, what kinds of wines do you do? And they said, we've got red or white. So I said, right, I'll have a white.
White'll do fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I've got myself a Guinness. Right, what can I do for you?
So, it has been quite a busy time up on my farm. We pretty much were doing very similar to you with cutting and everything like that, but I have probably in the region of about 90 bales to be collected from all the fields that I have cut and rode, and it's going to take a long time to gather them up.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely come up and help. I mean, there's the John Deere. I've got that John Deere of mine is 175 horsepower, I think, or around there. And then there's the TW, which is the most powerful tractor I've got. That's about 192. So I could bring that, and my bale trailer is only fairly small anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, if you bring them up, it would be helpful, because at the moment I only have the one bale trailer. Again, more stuff in the pipeline, trying to expand the equipment and that to get more bale trailers. but if you can bring yours up, it would make things go a lot quicker. And like I said, I do have my little apprentice who's getting there slowly in terms of the way it works. So he can help out when he is able to. He's not quite got all the accreditations to drive certain bits of equipment, but he can drive most of them.
No worries. Yeah, we'll make it work. Righto. I'll finish my beer off and then I'll probably see you tomorrow at some point then. And thanks for all your help the past few days. We'd never have got through it if it wasn't for you guys.
Not a problem at all. Like I said, always happy to help out a nice new neighbour.
So there goes Craig. Sometimes it's good to go and have a chat and a beer outside of the work. So yeah, you obviously heard some of that conversation. We were chatting there. He wants us to go out and help out on the farm and do a bit of carting of bales. He's been doing a bit of work up himself up at his farm and just need to help him and carting some of the bales, I think. But that is absolutely fine. We can do that, no problem. But for now, it's been another busy day, so we will get back, get everything sorted out. And yeah, thanks again for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode on the farm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a cracking few days. Ta-ra!